10 Nintendo Switch ports you never knew you wanted. Top 7 ports that need to be on the Switch. Top 5 games that already aren't here but definitely should be. Top 27 of these games that should be on the Switch that haven't really decided yet. Maybe they should be, I don't really know. And that's what we're going to be doing here. I'm Jammer. We're going to be talking about some third-party ports that I would love to see on the Switch. Obviously, port begging is all over the place for the Switch because it's an awesome console. And honestly, since owning it, I'm like, every game I get, I'm like, I wish this was on the Switch. I'd rather it be there so then I can play at home and on the go. It's awesome. This list is going to be in no particular order. I don't even have a list. I'm just going to kind of chat and talk about some ideas I have for any sort of ports that I want to come. I don't know. First and foremost, Cuphead. Cuphead. How is this not a thing yet? I've seen it around, I've seen it all over the place. This game makes too much sense to not be on the Switch. I mean, even look at the main characters. Cuphead and Mugman are Joy-Cons. They're Joy-Cons. They're red and they're blue and they're together too. This game is awesome. It would fit perfectly for local co-op on the Switch, wherever you want, on the go. It's like a platforming boss rushing game. I'm sure tons of you have already seen what it is and how it operates. It's awesome. It's so much fun. It makes me so sad that's like, I want this to be able to play on the go and play with the Switch, you know? Especially I want to share this experience with other people, hand them a Joy-Con and be like, my good man Mugman, let's do this. That's definitely a must for the Switch. I really want that game to come. Obviously, there's no word, no plans yet. Right now, I mean, it barely just came out, so right now it's Steam, and it was Xbox console exclusive. For now, anyways, it could be something the developers are definitely looking into, bringing it to either PlayStation or potentially on the Switch. I'm sure they've heard the people and the fans crying for it, so hopefully we'll see something like that. Who really knows, but that's definitely a game I want to see. Next game! Monster Hunter. Dude, I am a big Monster Hunter fan. And seeing that Double Cross coming exclusive to Japan kind of made me a little bit salty. I mean, especially when we got the chance to play it through the demo, the free demo you can play it on the shop. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is what Monster has been meant to have the longest time. I've been having fun with it on the 3DS, don't get me wrong. But I've been waiting for it to be on an upscaled, like, console-esque experience. The twin sticks are life-changing for that game. Being able to control the camera at all times is insane. I like almost don't even want to go back. But what it kind of looks like for like Western Capcom and what their kind of focus is on Monster Hunter World currently, instead of really bringing the Double Cross port to the Switch as well here in the stateside. It looks like they really want to focus their Western audience to kind of move towards the Monster Hunter World, which I'm totally for. Monster Hunter World looks freaking awesome. I would still love to have Monster Hunter World on the Switch, but from what we've seen so far, I'm not entirely sure it can run naturally as well on the Switch. Who knows? Crazier things have happened. Maybe they could fix it, make it downscale to 720, make it run at maybe a solid 30, give or take. Something like that. I mean, it could make... There's a way to do it. There's shortcuts to take. Maybe make the draw distance a little shorter, tone down the graphical fidelity a little bit. There's a chance it might be able to work. Probably not. I don't really see it happening, unfortunately. But that would be something to be awesome playing Switch, because Monster Hunter is a series I personally feel like is like a necessity for on the go, especially for local multiplayer. And that's gonna be a lot of games in this list. Is that sure, playing online is gonna be fun with friends and whatnot, but a lot of the experience I'm gonna be talking about, it's game like Monster Hunter. My biggest and fondest memories are huddling around in a circle with our 3DSs or PSPs when there was older games, and just having little hunting parties together, not playing online across the world, which is still fine. That's kind of where the gaming industry is going anyways. It's kind of going away from local multiplayer and going towards this online focus, which, that's fine. If it was on the Switch, you could be able to do like a little download play where you're all playing together in a hunting party, kind of like you can do with like Splatoon. You can make a little private group locally, or you can even do that like in the 3DS Monster Hunters. That's something I would love to be able to do in Monster Hunter World. That's kind of feel like what's going to be missing on the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 games. But yeah, that's kind of what I think about that. Next game! Bayonetta. Now, this has already been talked about a bunch too. I mean, we've seen like mysterious kind of tweets about like some official art of Bayonetta 1 and 2 with like the red and blue colors. Again, kind of representing the Joy-Con. So maybe we could be seeing a 1 and 2 Bayonetta port from the Wii U, bringing that same game, essentially, the little bundle, bringing that over to the Switch, or even an announcement of Bayonetta 3. I have not played that much Bayonetta. I have a friend who loves it, though. Absolutely loves it. I've been meaning to get into it, but I'm kind of holding off because it feels like you can kind of feel that. That they might be porting it. I don't know for certain. I mean, it's not even a rumor. It just kind of feels right. like, especially with all the exposure Bayonetta as a character is getting through the Smash Bros. Community, it just feels right that she would be on the Switch in some form or another, whether it be a Bayonetta 3. I would personally rather it be both, actually. Come out, like, with 1 and 2, maybe sometime next year, and then just announce Bayonetta 3 is in development, coming out the following year, this holiday, something along the lines of that. Next game! Now, okay, Overwatch, we've talked about this previously. Overwatch would make a lot of sense on the Switch. I'm not the biggest Overwatch player. I'm a terrible shooter game player, first person. I'm terrible. I'm absolutely terrible. But it would be an awesome get for the Switch. I've already talked with the developers. They made a statement saying it would be kind of difficult to try to get it running optimally on the Switch. Anything's possible, but if it's going to be fighting the hardware too much, it's not going to make sense to get a crappy port onto the Switch when there are already plenty other consoles for players to play this experience on. I think it'd be an awesome get for the Switch. Just to be able to play it again locally would be a lot of fun, to get a group together to then all jump on the Wi-Fi or on the internet together to play in a lobby. That'd be really awesome. But the main experience of the game is an online shooter, so you won't be playing like on the train or on the go like you would with Mario Kart locally or like Breath of the Wild. But to kind of argue that point, I mean, Splatoon 2 is a focused online shooter, and it works. I mean, it's awesome how it is, and having been able to set up private lobbies locally, taking a local lobby and taking it online against people, stuff like that. And I could see something working like that with Overwatch. It probably would not be the most optimal way to play. I'm sure PC, PlayStation, whatever, is the best graphics, the best I don't know, connections, servers, whatever. I still think it'd be an awesome get to get on the Switch. I don't know how likely it'd be, to be truly honest, but I think it'd be kind of cool. And I know a lot of people would love it too. Next game. Rockstar. Rockstar is already actually doing some awesome support so far. They're bringing LA Noire. Something else. I don't really remember, actually. There was one other thing, I swear. But GTA 5, I mean, it's on everything now, and it only makes sense that maybe someday it'll come over to the Switch. Rockstar does seem to be focusing on now Red Dead 2, coming out this following spring, and supposedly they're probably going to be continuing support through that and their online service there. So I'd love to see either of these games, to be truly honest. I know a GTA 5 port would be awesome, even though that experience has been kind of exhausted at this point. I'm sure every person's played it nearly at this point. It's been on every console. It's went across generations, from PS3 to 360, and then over to the 1 and the 4. It's on PC, it's on everywhere, you know? It's on the iPad. It's on the iPad. Bringing that over to the Switch, I'm sure people would still love it. The only thing I can kind of see against it is, like, a lot of people who have played it why do they need to repurchase it again if they've, like, made this awesome account on their Xbox game or their PC game or whatever, and like they have all these millions of dollars? Like, do they really want to start over and going to the here on the Switch? It would still be awesome. I would love to see any form of a GTA on the Switch, just that open world, being able to explore and playing on the go. Super awesome. But more than likely, I mean, not even likely, I have no idea, to be really honest, but I'd love to see if they can somehow incorporate Red Dead 2 on here, because I know it's a very highly anticipated game for fans within that circle. I know they're going to be doing a ton of support in the next following year towards that game. I'm sure it's going to get a similar treatment to how GTA Online did. It'll have a Red Dead 2 Online. I don't know what it's even called, but I'm sure there's going to be something similar, and it's going to keep that game alive for years and years to come, just like GTA has. Next game! This may come as a weird surprise, but Borderlands. I'm actually a pretty big Borderlands fan. I know what I just said. I'm terrible at first-person shooters, but this is the only one I actually felt semi-competent at anyways. I had a lot of fun, a lot of great memories with those games. Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel, of course. I would love to see either a Handsome Jack Collection port to the Switch or the eventual Borderlands 3 appearing on it. For the main reason that again, the local multiplayer would be awesome. Of course, being able to play online, getting a group of 4 of you together to play through the story or missions and whatnot, grinding for legendary gear. But how fun would it be able to be? To be able to just like sit around a circle, bring your buddies, bring all your Switches, and be able to play all 4 of you together, or a combination of 2 here, 2 online or something. I think that'd be so much fun, and that's something I would love to be able to play with Borderlands. That's how I originally played the game. I played split screen with Nick, and then of course when the Handsome Jack Collection came out, we got that quad split screen going on, which is awesome. But it's like, also like, I wish I kind of had my own screen, you know, but I still want to be able to play locally with you guys. So that'd be awesome if they somehow were be able to put that on the Switch. I don't know if the Handsome Jack thing would ever actually happen and bring it on the Switch. That came out a few years ago now. I don't know how relevant, I guess it is in the news. I'm sure they're starting to work up and build towards a Borderlands 3. So that's what I'd love to see on the Switch. If they brought that over, it'd be great. Next What else? I guess, I hate to say it, but Undertale. Yeah, I mean, if they had a console port of Undertale on the Switch, it would be a pretty big deal. I know, I mean, the memes and the internet culture has kind of faded away a little bit. At least I hope and think it has. But I'm sure if it released on the Switch, it'd be just as booming as it has been. You know, I know people go nuts over it. It might seem like like too little, too late or whatever, but the fans are there. They're still hidden deep within the internet. All the SNES memes, they're all there. They're still ready. So if it came to the Switch, it's already game over, man. I'm sure people would go nuts over some sort of port coming this way onto the Switch, because I mean, it'd be a big get. It would be a big get. Do you guys have any ideas for some good ports? I mean, there's plenty of indie stuff like Ori and the Blind Forest, maybe Tale of Two Brothers, Firewatch, or maybe go on the other side, maybe the Telltale games. I know the Batman one's coming pretty soon, but maybe like Life is Strange. Put your list in the comments. Let me know what games you'd love to see on the Switch. It's so weird. Every time I see a new game, I think, oh, I want this on the Switch. But when I'm on the spot thinking about what I definitely, hardcore list, what I'd want on the Switch, I'm like drawing blanks. It's kind of weird. Leave a like for more content like this. Leave a like for more Cuphead. What else? Undertale memes, Overwatch. I don't know. Hey, if you haven't already, definitely subscribe. We have fun over here. Don't we, guys? We have fun over here. Tell them we have fun. I think this Switch is on a great track as it's going right now. I think it's definitely getting the third-party support, finally getting that momentum forward. I mean, other companies like Bethesda, they missed it since day one, and that'd be one. That was like one of my dream developers to be putting stuff on the Switch. Like Skyrim on the Switch, like Doom, even a Fallout eventually or something like that. That was like pie in the sky. I never thought it happened, and it already is. So a lot of what we already talked about is stuff that's not totally unrealistic. It could be something that could definitely happen. Maybe even a Dark Souls game. Who knows? The support, I'm sure the support's going to continue throughout the next year, and developers are going to really be hopping on, especially after this holiday season and seeing how the sales numbers are going to stack up after the first year of the Switch being on the market. It's already outselling the Wii U as it ever has, so I mean, that's already enough to warrant at least some sort of ports or some sort of games being developed for it. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. I'm going to be doing a review on Fire Emblem I almost said Heroes. Warriors this coming week once I finish playing it, or at least get a good consensus of my thoughts on it. So you can expect that pretty soon. And yeah. These top 24 games will definitely, maybe, probably not, but we really like to be on the Switch.